Hi, welcome back to this course on usually for hotels, understanding hotels financial statements professionally. Before we dig into deeper details of expenses, we have covered so far the importance of usually and the overall operating structure of the hotel. Now let us look at first the main page, the consolidated page of profit and loss statement for usually, which is normally also called the grand page. Now this operating statement, as you will see on the screen, is divided into two parts. The first part you will see here is the statistics, where we are putting rooms are available, you are putting room sold, you are putting occupancy, ADR, room revpar, total revpar on the vertical side. Then the horizontal side, you are looking at periods, where we are comparing two different periods. One is um, actual period as of now, which month we are reporting. So if we are reporting September, we will be putting up September results actual compared to the budget and forecast. Budget and forecast, usually hotels make budget every year in the beginning of the year, so that budget is used here. However, due to the special circumstances like coronavirus or any other business downturn or upturns, usually the forecasts are made where the changes to the budget are done. So hotels KPIs keep on changing. Some hotels are doing reforecasting every single month, and they update the forecast for the next remaining part of the year if there are major changes in the economic conditions. Some hotels do it quarterly, some hotels do it 6 monthly. So it depends on the size of operations and also the economic situations or political situations, whatever happen. So it can change. And we compare the performance against the previous year as well. Now the previous year is last year relevant to the same month where we are recording. So then you have the second column as year to date, which will be starting the from the beginning of the financial year or beginning of the reporting period, whatever is the reporting period. Some companies may be reporting from January, some companies may be reporting from April, some may be reporting from July. So it depends on the country's financial system, how they are following. The year to date number will start from the beginning of the financial reporting period until the current month, including the current month. So there you have year to date as well. So the hotels normally have to analyze current month performance as well as year to date performance. Some hotels may have a month on month performance as well, which may be to compare one month against the previous month and the previous month and the previous month, so in a series, so that you can establish a trend line. We will discuss that more in our analysis section. How do we analyze the hotel's financial statements? Right. The next part, the next lower section here is, you will see, is operating revenue, where you are looking at three main departments which we discussed earlier: rooms, front office, operating departments, and miscellaneous income. We will learn these about these details in more details in the coming videos. So for the time being, we are just explaining you the the structure of the operating statement, so that you can have an idea of how the structure how the usually is structured. So one is the main page P&L, which consists of statistics and the revenue. Now we can look at again. So revenue is divided into four rooms category, which we have discussed earlier: rooms, front office, other operating departments, and miscellaneous income. Then expenses, departmental expenses, are also combined into these three profit centers: room, food and beverage, and other operating department. Then you will get your total department expenses and thus the total departmental profit. And then lastly, and then after that, we will be talking about undistributed operating expense, which is called administrative and general, information technology, sales and marketing, property, and utility, which we discussed earlier. What are those departments? And then you have gross operating department. Then you have management fees. Most of the hotels are reporting this management fee normally gross operating profit is considered before the management fee. The reason being is management fee is a separate part for hotels, and there are in the managed hotels, management fee is calculated based on GOR, gross operating revenue, and the gross operating profit. So the gross operating profit will be this gross operating profit which is before the management fee itself, and then you will get operating income for the hotel, and also then you will get the other non-operating expenses such as your bank interest, rental of the property, property tax, insurance, and other expenses which will be considered as non-operating. Now there are usually differences in accounting for different hotels where they may classify certain incomes as operating, some income as non-operating, some income as capital expenditure, some expenses as operating expenditure. So the usually makes it very clear which expenses are considered as operating, which are considered as non-operating. That's why it makes it easier for, and no conflict, less conflict when we are talking about calculation of management fee or any other purpose. Then lastly, you have replacement reserve. Some hotels have replacement reserve to replace normal FFE, and sometimes management contract also is talking about replacing the furniture, fixture, and equipments as a part of management contract, where the operating hotel has to contribute a couple of percentage, maybe 2%, 3%, 5%, depending on the hotel and the management contract, to replace the furniture, fixture, and equipments on a regular basis so that the hotel can maintain its standard. Now this was the whole main page P&L, which will be used for overall performance of the hotel, to understand departmental performance in overall situation, just only revenue and expense. Now based on this, every single department which we discussed here, rooms, front office, operating departments, undistributed expenses, A&G, ANPP, maintenance, and utilities, they have their own separate profit and loss statements, including their important statistics which we have to maintain. Usually recommends to follow the exact same standard and the format for their main page. You are not supposed to add anything or delete anything from here usually. However, some hotels can add certain statistics into the format to understand them better. For example, they may say, okay, I want to know the total payroll cost separately, then payroll cost percentage separately. Then they may also want to know the and how many F&B guests we are having into the main page of P&L, so that they can analyze the overall hotel performance easily. Those are additions. You can definitely use the statistics as a part of as a part of a profit and loss. That's not a problem. So in the coming videos, we are going to be discussing each and every individual department and their revenue and expenses for each line, so that you have a better understanding of what kind of departmental profit and loss we are talking about, and what goes into those lines, what are the meaning of different statistics. Thank you very much.